So recently, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was found out to be having a burner account. You know,
Do you
burner account
believe
on
that?
Twitter.
Do you believe that though? I mean,
I do believe it. I do believe it because it
I
does. It sounded like her. Number one, it sounded like her. I do feel like most celebrities or people of importance do have them,
okay.
right? So in this instance, people
I,
think that she had a burner account. She was
yeah.
caught because she was in the wrong account and responding to stuff as if she was her, et cetera, et cetera. But the burner account is not so important. People have had Mitt Romney had a burner account. Lots of athletes have burner accounts. It's
I
fine.
yeah. I want to see evidence from Twitter, I guess, before I.
Twitter will never give that to you, though.
You
There's
never know with Elon at
oh,
the
true.
helm.
The
He could
story
leak it.
itself is not that interesting to me because okay, so she had a burner account. Lots of people do, lots of famous people do, and she was arguing with somebody. It's kind of interesting because there was her if her burner account is true, she said things that were pretty nasty. Like she was like, Matt Walsh should, I hope he dies, or some not
Mhm.
I hope he
Mhm.
dies, but something like if you die, it'd be fair or something like that. That's not so much what I want to talk about. What I do want to talk about, and you sort of touched on this, is that it would be pretty easy to frame somebody for having a burner account now, wouldn't it? Like we could start an account, be posting really outlandish stuff, right? And then one day, a year or two from now, oops, accidentally responding as if we are that person. And then that person would be framed for having a burner account. And there's no real way to prove that it's that person's burner account, but there's no way to disprove it either. And Twitter is not cooperating. So this could be a new strategy to frame people. You just have to have a lot of patience and dedication to, do this account over a long period of time. What do you think? Should we try this?
Who do you want to do that to?
Who do you hate the most?
Gavin Newsom.
Okay, so perhaps we could do a burner account with Gavin Newsom, and
But
the
AOC
burner
works so much better though. Yeah, like
AOC works
Gavin
better
Newsom.
because she's a
Yeah,
younger, so it feels
yeah,
more apropos. It feels more
yeah.
natural. Like, oh yeah, of course she would have. She's young. She's hip with the internet. So
Gavin Newsom seems like he just couldn't be bothered to do something like that.
I agree. However, Mitt Romney had a burner account. Now his burner account didn't do anything super salacious. It just did corny stuff like
Was it
defend.
was it was it him himself operating it, or was one of
Yes,
his
he even
minions?
admitted it. He said that's me.
Oh, oh,
Right?
God.
But it didn't do anything so salacious. It just did corny defenses of Mitt Romney. Like the burner account would say, no, in fact, Mitt Romney is a great man and a honest politician and things like that. He didn't go around wishing people death, you know? So, it could be a long con, like a long game that we could play where we could frame somebody, just write the most offensive, salacious shit, and then 2 years from now,
Ian Miles Chung.
oh, I don't hate Ian Miles Chong. He's useful.
Okay. It would be funny though, I think.
It would be, but I don't hate him, even though I know lots of people don't like him and they think he's a grifter, and he is. Uh,
Dude, the dick
Still,
sucking is just
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and he's a sycophant, to put it, kindly. He's still useful. He's still amplifying a lot of the messages that we want amplified, so I don't hate him so much.
I guess, but at first it felt like there were just not enough people in this movement, and now I feel like it's picking up steam, and
There's
then I'm
enough,
starting
and
to
you can discard him. Okay,
yeah,
that's
I'm,
fair
I'm
enough.
starting to notice that there's just a lot of idiots.
I don't think he's an idiot necessarily. I just think he adds very little value. He posts the same thing that anybody else would post, but he does it faster, right? He does it within minutes, and he has a much larger audience, so it's a megaphone. I'm talking about framing somebody you really hate, like a Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, okay.
Let this account like say the N word in somewhere in the past, right? And then
Yeah.
frame Gavin Newsom for having this account. That would be excellent. But it would be a long game because you couldn't start it and just do it. You have to be years of you building it up, right? So
Does it have to be that long? I mean, this AOC purported AOC burner, how long was that one going for?
years, I believe.
Oh
I'm not
yeah?
sure, but
Oh,
years.
shit.
Yeah. So if there's anybody we really hate, we can launch this campaign against them right now.
Alex Mashinsky.
But the thing is, you don't know who you really need to hate 2 years from now. That's so far from now, right? 2 years ago, all the people who love Trump probably thought DeSantis was a fucking awesome human being, like a superhero, right? And now their God Emperor has told them to hate him, and they all hate him now. So they couldn't have possibly known that they needed to prepare some hit job on him, right?
Mhm.
This takes quite a bit of foresight. There you go. Although I guess it's a little flexible because you could just pivot at the end and just make it somebody else, right?
Mhm. So who would you want to frame?
Me, I agree with you. I think that Gavin Newsom is a good target because I've always maintained that Gavin Newsom is a threatening human being. Because
Trudeau
even
would
though
be good too.
I know you hate him, but Gavin Newsom is a good
Trudeau
politician.
is also good.
No, it's not
What do
good. He runs
what do you
Canada.
think?
Who cares about Canada? Canada's irrelevant. Who cares? I think Gavin Newsom is a good target because no matter how much you hate him, because he's run California into the ground. However, he's tall, he's good looking, he's well spoken. Therefore, he can be very powerful in American politics. And it would be good to arm yourself with some kind of nuclear safeguard against this guy. Of all the people who are threatening on the left, Kamala Harris is proven to be deeply unpopular and an idiot. Biden is he's senile and he's almost dead. Bernie Sanders is almost dead. Who else do they have that's really a threat? Gavin Newsom is right up there with people who are electable, who on the surface level at least are appealing. This is a guy we need to, maybe take down a peg at some point. Let's start that Twitter right now.
Wait,
So
so does that mean you got to start tweeting
I have to start
at
tweeting leftist shit. But here's the thing. I'm
but
very good
I
at
mean, do you
tweeting
need to
leftist
also
shit. I
yeah,
know all their talking points.
but do you also need to start tweeting at Gavin Newsom? Is that part of it?
No, I won't tweet at Gavin Newsom.
Okay. I mean,
Because like he probably wouldn't tweet it himself, right? Think about it logically, right? He'd probably be
or
tweeting
but
at
yeah, but you would well, isn't that what AOC did?
did she tweet it herself?
I mean, I think she's responding to critics of
Oh,
her.
yeah. She responds to critics of herself. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. I will be doing that.
Dude, people will find this. They will find this episode.
Nah, they won't. They won't. They won't. Even if they found this, they couldn't tie it to it because we're not going to reveal what the account name is. This is a good
Okay, but
strategy.
would this be breaking some kind of
Terms of service?
TOS?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. No, I don't even think it would be because I would be tweeting as, just these are my opinions, whatever. And then I would be tweeting like kind of something that suggests that I'm Gavin Newsom, but I don't say that I'm him, right? So I'm not impersonating anybody even at that point. So I don't think I'm breaking TOS at any point. The only thing that sucks
the
about this
TOS
is
may not matter.
the time invested. But I think I'm willing to invest it for the greater good. And at the end of the day, you know what? A quote unquote scandal like this is not going to really derail anybody, right?
Right,
this
right.
in this day and age, it's not going to derail. It's going to be one bad news cycle for him. But I think I'm willing to invest the time just to create one bad news cycle for Gavin Newsom for when he runs for president, which he will.